All right. We are getting going here with continuing the playthrough that we restarted last night on Battletech. This is the extended mod Commander's Edition. Give me a moment to kick it off here. So, kind of amusing story, I guess. So I'm up early this Saturday morning because we are having a temperature inversion in Colorado. And what that means is it's a giant change in temperature. Oh, look at that white line. That's interesting. I don't have this thing toggled to full screen. I think that's going to fix it. Hold on. There we go. Little hotkeys thing there. I use auto hotkey to set up like a full screen button for when I'm running things like this windowed, which is what I'm doing at the moment. And you need audio. There you go. This is a good background sound as background songs go for these games. So we started a career last night. We are playing simulation mode in the extended mod, which is kind of their second level of hard. And we're not playing Iron Man because after taking this offline and doing sort of an extended playthrough, I didn't find that the RNG was all that friendly to a Iron Man playthrough. That all of a sudden you could be in a situation where you were fighting like two heavies and you had like nothing. So the funny story is we're doing a temperature inversion here, and what that means is yesterday it was 60, and today it's like 30, and snowing with 30-mile-an-hour winds. And those winds are usually what blows in a temperature inversion. So it was crazy windy all yesterday. It's crazy windy right now. And about 15 minutes ago or so, or maybe a little longer, my dogs needed to go outside. And I don't know, from some of the other videos that I've posted that you may or may not have seen, we are also having a mountain lion episode this year up here where there's a pod of mountain lions that are a definite danger to our dogs. So I have to go out there with them, which is a fine way to get up and peppy in the morning, let me tell you. So, welcome to my morning and temperature inversion. Instead of whiskey this morning, we are featuring Premier Protein cafe latte. Not sponsoring the channel, no idea who I am, but kind of enjoy it. You know, like it gives you 30 grams of protein in the morning, and it has like a cup of coffee in it. And I'm trying to cut out coffee. I had an abusive relationship with coffee, so I'm trying to slow all that roll down and keep it to like one of these if I need it. Tastes good too. They've gotten protein drinks kind of right over the last few years. They all used to have like a bad aftertaste because it was the whey protein that they were using. Now they're pretty good. A lot of them, yeah. I've still tasted a few crappy ones. But, so I had an idea. So I think the next contract we're going into is in the desert. We recently re-rigged this fire starter. I think we're going to take a jump jet out of his mix. I don't think we have any to give more heat sinks. They're going to take away a little of his mobility because with the 4 medium lasers, this is now, he's more of a medium range support guy. And I want to get on one more heat sink. I think we'll just toss that here. Oops, what happened there? Wrong one. Alright, improve our heat efficiency just a little bit. Hopefully we don't need to be super mobile. This is an escort mission that we're going on to the desert. That should be a quick change. The other change I was thinking about is this Vulcan. So, what the difficulty with the Vulcan has been so far is he's really a medium, he's a long range guy with this AC2, he's a sniper. And the medium laser doesn't pair all that well with it. You have to be in pretty decent proximity of, you only ever get like 2 average shots, you never get 2 good ones with this pairing in my opinion. Because the max range, let's see, optimal 180, max 270 on the AC2, it's about double that. So I'd really like to get a large laser onto him, or a long range laser. And they have one in the store. We have a little bit of cash, or a little bit of flush. But it's 5 tons, and that's going to be a little bit tricky to fit. But we're going to try.
New weapon systems available.
Because I would rather have him be a... I'm going to strip your medium laser. I think we're going to go ahead and strip this. See, that's a little bit of a trick. Like, we have the built-in CQC suite, which is giving our MGs and our flamers, I think, plus 90 support range. But, and I don't think I can remove that. That's built in. So it's sort of counterintuitive to pull this stuff off. We have 3.5 tons. We can get another half ton. So we're still a half ton short. We're going to have to take that out of armor, which isn't awesome. Go down to 30 on the legs so we get to where we need to be. So do we like that? I think one of the coolest parts of this game is that the models are updated when you do these fit outs, so you can see the large laser and the AC2 in the proper positions on the model. That was pretty cool that Harebrained Schemes did. What do you think is the coolest pattern? I kind of like that first one we were on already. It's got that line down the middle. Yeah, I think that's pretty sharp. It's kind of a cool paint scheme. Alright, do we go with this? We really toned down our movement by dropping those 2 jump jets. Be a little hard to get. We could probably get 1 back by taking away some of our armor, but we don't want to go too weak and start just exploding on contact. So we're going to try this. It's going to take 4 days. Most of our guys are fatigued within that time period. So we're going to let time roll a little bit here. All right. There are flashpoints to be had out there. They're going to be way beyond our capabilities at the moment. Flashpoints, if you haven't played this game, are like multi-mission challenges, essentially. Quests, in a way. So temporary improvements. Yang arrives at the morning briefing in a foul mood. Commander, if one more pilot shows up to complain about their favorite mech not being ready, I'm going to pitch someone out an airlock. Darius intervenes. How about we draft some of them to actually help? It might be educational for them and useful to you. Dr. Murad has been in deep thought. The Argo has very powerful systems that are currently offline. If we could get them working, even only temporarily, it might help with the workload. We can either draft pilots, we can temporarily hook up automation systems, or we can temporarily hook up the refit harness. Let's try the refit harness. So again, a temporary boost at 2,000 tech points for 30 days. That's awesome. That should speed up the delivery of the Vulcan, because that's about double.
That work order you submitted is complete.
All right. 6 days till we get structural repairs done. 10 days to the financial report. And we are going to... I think this is going to be the last contract that we're able to take in this system, just based on the difficulty. I'm not sure we want to start going to 1.5 skulls just yet. Maybe with our new fit out, maybe we'll feel confident. We're going to roll into this guy, tear some ass up, and be like, yeah, okay, all right. All right, let's clear the crew. We're going to go with team. We're going to go with the A-team. And unfortunately, we don't get Mr. T with that. So we have 2 guys with Gunnery 4, I believe. Oh, no, I'm the only one with Gunnery 4. I think we're going to drop me in the Vulcan. And use my gunnery skills to try to take the most advantage of those 2 high damage weapons that we just rigged up. We're going to drop Gearhead in the fire starter. Is that where he's been before? No, he's been a commando. I think one of the other things that this mod introduces is affinity for mechs and for types of mechs, like classifications of mechs. Kamiho has always been a good shot in the Stinger. Alright, we're going to move Gearhead over to the Commando, which he is gaining affinity for. We're going to move Hound to the fire starter. It's terrible gunnery, though. Who's our secondary fire starter? Cactus? Cactus has a bit better skills. You know, Hound was originally the guy because of his piloting rating and the idea that we would get into melee with the fire starter, but we re-rigged it as more of a medium tier or medium distance mech. Alright, we're overweight again. 11-ton penalty. Funny thing about that is it doesn't seem to change between the half skull missions we were running and the 1 skull. The drop cost, and you would think that it should scale. Yeah, it says it should scale with the difficulty rating, but perhaps they're not distinguishing between those 2 levels because they're considered easy. Yeah, so it got awful outside like super quick. I don't know. I'm in a 3rd floor room, and what you tend to do in the mountains when it starts blowing kind of crazy is get to the lowest level, because that's usually the quietest, because sometimes this wind can blow for days upon days. This one's been going about 24 hours now. I think it's supposed to blow all day, which might lead me here, because there's not, it's discouraging to go outside when it's cold and super windy and like the snow's going sideways. Pleasant spring day in the Rockies. This is the kind of stuff where they say get your hiking in the morning up here because the shit can kind of roll in on you, and it would be sucky to be like way up some mountain and get caught in this stuff. All right, we have a moderate gale, which I'm not 100% sure of what that does. I think it affects a few things, possibly missile related. And we are escorting a relief caravan of Taurian doctors. And we're in the desert. Okay. So we're heading to the rally point. Feeling good about our chances here. I think we just upped our firepower. Collective. So we just ran a similar escort mission, and I think we're going to split. We're going to go medium, medium. Like light in terms of the flanks.
Moving to position.
Such a cool looking game. It's got that procedural gen thing. Initially and unmodded, the game isn't like awesome, but with the mods and with the time and the DLC that they released on this guy, it came out pretty cool. Like there's that right mix of procedurals. So now that's kind of interesting. Our jump distance and our sprint distance is just about equal now that we pulled 2 of our jump jets off the Vulcan. We're going to go and assume that if there's something over there, we might get a sight line on it by running through this little valley. Let's see. We got 2 things. Okay.
I hear you.
I think we're gonna try. We should still have full motility on. We'll be right outside sensor range. But that's not bad. We'll possibly be able to move in. Yeah, we're jumping to high ground. So, do we assume that there's just the 2, or do you think that there's more? I personally think that there's more. So, yeah, we've also kind of pulled back on what our jump jets can do on the fire starter as well. I'm going to run behind this hill, because he's going to need to advance because of that rock formation, probably, to get anything decent. We're going to have these guys kind of stash behind the hill and see if we can get either around back of them, or if it's a vehicle that we stomp it. Yeah, we didn't really get... So I think we're going to use Kamiho to scout these out. If he gets to there, he gets visual on both. He gets shots on both. If we decide to jump, we can go all the way to the top of the mountain. So I suppose we are experiencing moderate gale conditions here too at the moment, which I feel aligned with the weather.
On my way.
Because this is kind of how it looks outside, except it's snow. Alright, we got visuals. So we got a locust, and we have a wasp. Now we're going to plow through them like wheat. Alright, so we got a nice side shot on the Wasp. 50-50 chance. 2 lasers. Taking it. Hopefully we'll take out an arm. We only get 1. He had a damage reduction going because he was in the woods. Locust is moving up, but it's not going to really be able to get to us. So that 1 laser isn't like super concerning. He's going to have to run all the way around to really kind of be of much concern. Now our long range guy could probably benefit from backing up a little bit. Let's see. 33-53. 38-58. Yeah, see now we are a long range guy. 38-58. We need to make the large laser happy. Now we could go up here and blast the hell out of this guy. Kind of liking that. Yeah, let's concentrate fire. 53-73. 53-73. Alright, we're going to build up a little heat. Ooh. Yep.
What can I do for you?
We're going to charge over here with the commando, put this rock between us and the Locust, and hit him from the side with a barrage SRM and a medium laser.
Commencing Alpha Strike.
That should almost take him out. No? Damage didn't get through. He's fortunate that he's stashed
Commander.
in the trees there. We jump up here. That should be a finisher. So I think we're going to do it. Again, I'm going to build up some heat, but we're fresh to the battle. I'm completely cool at the moment. This will be a good time. Well, the percentages aren't with us. We're going to roast them.
On it.
Should be it. Yep. Nice.
Tango down.
Did he sprint? He might not even get off a shot. Yep. Bounces some machine gun rounds off of us. Put y'all on mute for a second. Morning, baby. Oh, that is not mute. What happened there?
Waiting on you, Commander. Time to fly. What can I do for you?
I'm back. We are in the process of roasting this poor but brave locust. Like, he charges forward and... Ooh, did we almost shot our own guy. Which is a thing. Oh, I like our new long-range setup. Getting basically good sniping. Oh, yeah. Schmack. Like it.
Destroyed.
So the last escort mission, that actually turned out to be our only... Oh no, we got kind of ambushed after we got the escort caravan to their location.
Coordinates received.
We'll see.
You
I
betcha.
think there's a little more variation than that they're all the same kind of sequence of events. Ah, man. We probably shouldn't have gone in because I didn't know where the extract location was going to be, but that's going to put them way ahead of us and us playing catch up. Good drink. So you may notice I am wearing the same outfit as the last stream last night. That's because it was like 7 in the
Good to
morning,
go.
and I changed it up with the
I
Scully,
hear ya.
so that makes it like a whole refresh. If you didn't know, I mean, that is the power of the Scully.
Engaging jump jets.
Right, Commander.
I've always wanted to live in the desert too. It feels like, though, another extreme biome to try to live in. And I think I may be over extreme biomes, because up at elevation in the mountains is definitely an extreme biome. You get tired of it after a while. Just the kind of persistent things like this wind. So the last time they dropped on us sort of as soon as these guys hit
Engaging jump jets.
the extract zone. So I think we're going to position ourselves to try to take care of a similar event. We're still going to try to keep like
No
one
need to
medium
tell
and
me
one
twice.
light together as best we can.
I leap. I soar.
Okay, that Stinger moves around pretty good. Oh, no. Yeah, there we go. Couple contacts coming in. Looks like, ooh, is that a full lance? Looks like 2 vehicles, 2 mechs. Alright. A little more challenging. We should be able to get to the extract there. Gonna be another turn that they're gonna need to survive to get out all 4 of them. Alright, we We got a medium mech fire starter. .48, 43. Alright, we're going to pull back to not really expose ourselves to the other guys closing on us. I think, though, we're going to take...
What can I do for you?
We're going to take the commando first. We're going to do a low probability shot, but it should reduce the evasion of that fire starter. We might get one. We got a little nick on him, but that's because we shoot that barrage of short range. Now we should have about, yep, mid-50s on both weapons. We got a side shot, stay in cover. Let's try that. Come on. Winner, chicken dinner. Ooh, yeah. So the AC-2 rips him up a little bit.
Orders. Waiting on you, Commander.
Seeing if we can get into firing range. We can, and we'll have a really high evasion with that big jump. We can get 2 medium lasers on him. Fortunately, we whiff on both.
Receiving you.
I continue to close on him because I sort of have the feeling that he's going to be the heavy as far as what's coming at us. And that the other mech may be light.
All weapons are go.
Good, we got rid of one of his arms.
Inflicted some heavy damage.
Scimitar. No! Oh, he survives it. It's 3 of them out. And the 4th. Alright. Now it's all about just the killing. Alright.
Yes, Commander. I hear you.
I'm not quite sure. But something just bugged here. I got into a really
Ready for
weird
order.
camera position. Yeah, okay. That fixes. So that's kind of interesting. Like, we're in the same position that we were, but we don't have firing shots on the fire starter. Regardless. Like, why aren't we getting... Yeah. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to split our 2 guys. That's why we went out of enemy contact because of the extraction. It's kind of weird. It's super weird.
I hear you.
Dude, this game's from 2018. How can there still be bugs? Okay, we're going to get out shots here, though. I think we're going to move the commando, give him some evasion, and we're going to try to take out the scimitar.
What can I do for you?
Yeah, it's not letting us attack. That's a little bit bullshit.
Here we go.
Just going to give ourselves really high evasion then, since they put us in this position where we can't do what I would like to do.
Engaging jump jets.
Sometimes you got to roll with it. We'll just call that the fog of war. Alright, so we're in position now.
I hear ya. Waiting for orders.
And now we're allowed to shoot. I like it. So what is this guy? He's got an AC-5 and 2 SRMs. He's worth taking out. We're going to give ourselves a little more evasion.
Affirmative.
Run and gun. Hit him with both.
Firing.
That rocked it pretty decent. Oh, we got an Irby. It's probably like an AC-10.
What can I do for you?
Not going to get any evasion from that move, but we'll go deeper into cover and hit the scimitar with a bunch of rockets. Hopefully that's it. Yeah. Nice. One of the 4 down. See if we go precision on the fire starter on his leg. Got a pretty high hit chance. Let's see if we can cripple him.
Enemy mech. Critical damage detected.
Waiting on you, Commander.
Alright, it's gonna be 36% no matter what. And draw Kamiho underneath. We'll hit him with 2 lasers. We're getting hot. Misses.
Ooh, I may need some more time in the simulator.
Yep. I agree. Alright. So,
Standing by. Good to go.
yeah, so that's an Irby with an AC-10. What he doesn't have is good movement. So we're going to jump to the side of him,
Acknowledged.
because that's his weapon side. We're going to hit him with 2 of our lasers and hope we can take out the big gun.
Target acquired.
Get 1 hit on it, it looked like. I like Irbies. Woo! It felt a little close.
What can I do for you? No sweat.
Not the greatest evasion from that spot.
Waiting on you, Commander.
Again, we're going to concentrate.
Coordinates received.
Get 2 shots
Firing
off. Come on.
everything I've got.
Nice. Get 1 hit. And let's see if we can snipe him. Need a little ghillie suit for our Vulcan.
All weapons committed.
Yeah, nice hits.
Enemy mech. Critical damage detected.
Nice try.
Waiting for orders.
All right, so
I
what
hear
is
ya.
the
Waiting on you, Commander.
we don't have eyes. Our fire starter should have eyes on that vehicle. Ooh, it's an AC-20. That's a big old gun. All right.
I hear ya.
So we're on fire.
No sweat.
We're not going to jump. Back off to cover. Get our evasion back up. Our heat's kind of piling. We're going to try to hit his other arm. Oh, nice, when we stray shot at the Irby.
Stand still while I'm attacking you.
It seemed like I was just about at the edge of his fire flamer distance.
Commander.
Affirmative.
So far, this commando has been exceedingly effective. Whew, that was a big gun.
What's up, boss?
We're on fire. We can get 2 lasers off. Potentially, we can just retreat for a second, circle back around. I think that's what we're going to do.
Engaging jump jet.
Try to cool off over here. Being on fire looks like it may still cook us. We'll have to see. So he's got too much evasion. We can get out 2 shots on the Irby. That may be the end of the Irby. Take the high probability shots. Can't try to precision them. Ooh, right in his chest. There we go. Nice. Popped him. That AC-20 is just kind of wandering
What can I do
around.
for ya?
Let's get back into cover with the commando.
No need to tell me twice.
And throw some rockets at the fire starter. Not bad. Took a couple hits. Also lost an evasion. See
Yes,
what our
Commander.
fire starter can do heat-wise. We can move them in.
Position confirmed.
Maybe punch through the rest of that side if we have the heat. That seems close, and I think the fire will put us over the top. So we're just going to throw one laser at him. Miss, but get a tick of evasion off.
Reporting negative damage.
I hear ya. Moving to
Circle
position.
around with the stinger. The heat's starting to beat on us a little bit. We can get off both laser shots.
Take this.
Nada.
Systems recycling for another shot.
Got one evasion. We have no heat, so if we jump to high ground, we get in the mid 60s for both these shots. Sniper.
All weapons committed.
I hit him with the AC2. Ooh, big cannon. Shouldn't discount the possibility that that thing can kick our butts. I'm gonna run back into the trees. Not awesome anyways, but decent enough shots.
Firing everything I've got.
Ooh, that hit him bad.
Another hit like that, and you're toast. Waiting on you, Commander.
I'm gonna move away from the AC-20 tank, and I'm just gonna take one shot because they're low probability, but it'll take a tick off his evasion, and we get the hit.
There's
Nice, we get the kill. Oof is right. Seems like the AC-20's circling around that rock. Get into a position that we can
Ready for orders.
greet him when he gets here. I'm just going to try to do a regular move and brace to kill some of the heat.
What can I do for you?
So let's see if we can use you to scout. This might not be advisable. We're going to expose ourselves. But we'll stay in cover. And we have very high evasion. So that combination should help us. We're going to overheat if we fire on the Hetzer. So we're just going to brace. And we'll try
I hear ya.
to approach him. Hit him heavy. Tore him up a little bit.
Receiving you.
This should be it. We should be able to get off an alpha strike.
Copy that.
Boom. Yeah, boom.
Vehicle down.
Well done, folks.
Mission successful.
I think we barely took a little chip there, too. All right, 580 grand. Take that to the bank. Nice payout. I don't think we took much scuffing at all. Yeah, barely anything. A little bit of armor on the Firestarter and the Commando, and a nick on the Stinger. The Vulcan survived as a sniper. Kind of liking our new fit out here. So I think we take the Firestarter. Since we're building up parts, that'll give us... kind of find it hard to read that. I think that's only 2. I'll have to check. That AC-20 is beef, but I don't think we have anything we can drop 14 tons of fit out on. There's nothing fantastic in there. So let's keep the Firestarter part. It's probably the most valuable. 816 grand. Get a Locust 1V. That gets us closer to being able to build him. And we get the AC-120. AC-20. Nice. Yeah, I like it. Like it. Alright. Be a while before we can put that on anybody, but I like it. Man, it looks awful outside. You know, they think that people that move to the mountains are just hermits because of personality, but sometimes it's the dang weather and personality. Alright, so we don't have any repairs to do. That was a pretty clean run. We'll take a look at our... so we're 2 parts away from the Firestarter, and I thought we had a couple more parts. Oh, it's a 3V. Yeah, so we're 3 parts on the 1V too. I think if we got him together, we'd probably end up just selling him. Haven't even used our 1V yet, but that'll be some good cash. So we have... I'm going to run a quick check on our
Ready for orders.
fatigued pilots here.
What can I do for you?
So Gearhead can afford a guts upgrade. I think we're going to take it. I don't really like having anything in the 2s. I think he would appreciate it for his Kickstarter donation. We can upgrade tactics. Tactics, I think, ends up really... And that might fit the sniper approach of what we're doing with the Vulcan. Like sniper support. Plus this move. Like shoot and move. I think we're going to hold on to our experience there before spending it.
Commander.
Same with Kamiho. Yeah, tactics is my probably least favorite of the traits. We've got 3 kills now.
Commander?
Gearhead's doing well with that little commando.
Good to go.
Popping tops. And we got a good little crew here. Fairly happy with it. Now the big decision. Do we scat or do we take these skull and a half contracts? It's a battle in polar conditions against a Taurian lance. In theory, they're a little bit damaged. Or we ambush a convoy. There's some nice money to be had. And we are mercenaries. We got the structural repairs still going. I'm sort of feeling like we go with greed. and we try one of these, see what we're up against. We'll probably have a couple more mediums than the lights that we've been fighting for the most part. I like the polar conditions. That means that our heat issues will be alleviated, and we'll really be able to put the fire starter and the Vulcan to work. I don't think there's any tweaking that we really want to do ahead of that. Everybody's been pretty effective. Might be nice to grab that critical laser that's in the shop. There's a medium laser with like a 25% critical damage buff. We could toss it on one of these guys to upgrade their hit a little bit more, their punching power. I'm liking our little crew. I'm just looking for a paint pattern I like. I think it's going to be that guy. Yeah. Well, they were looking fairly dope, I think, overall. Let's see what else we got on the Stinger. I think he might be... I know, we're still getting a little bit of change there. We're going to go with pattern 5. Alright, so we're going to take our less experienced pilots and throw them into a 1.5 crown contract battle against Taurians in polar conditions. How do we feel about that? It's at night and foggy. We're going for cash. Alright, Goofy has been our Vulcan pilot in this B team. Hound can be our Firestarter pilot. Butchers run the Commando. And Mandrakes run the Stinger. So we got 2 Lances of pilots. We've been optimizing our guys, at least across a mission or 2, for their given rides. I think Goofy's had at least 2 in the Vulcan, right? Yep. Alright. We're going to finger cross here. More firepower than that. Whoa, really? Okay. Maybe we should listen to... Yeah. We're going to listen to him. I think that means we jet. So, let's take a look at the star map. I don't think we're going to take a travel contract because both of those travel contracts that I saw were pretty difficult. We have a nearby arid world. It's a low-gravity planet. Primitive civilization, token population.
All mech-techs to the mech lab. I repeat, all mech-techs to the mech lab.
We have a tropical world in Lindsay. We have an Arctic world. Kind of like the idea of going Arctic, mainly just to save the heat concerns to a degree, or to the degree that we can. Not sure what abandon will do to our possible stores in that area. We have a Terran world. You know, this this string of low danger systems is probably just what we need to juice up. It's going to cost us 120,016 days to get there. Okay. And we have that kind of cash. Right.
Bio command.
Engines primed. All hands prepare for transition to thrust gravity.
Before we leave the system, I'm going to take a look in their store one last time. I think we might want to grab that little medium laser. I don't think we have anything that's running smalls. No, we can't buy it. That's too bad.
All hands, make ready for docking maneuvers.
Can we buy them here? Nope. Learn new stuff every day.
Hey boss, we've just completed those upgrades.
See if we can get another engineering upgrade going. We don't want to break the bank. We got 1.2 million. Yeah, early on, getting a training module running
Roger that,
will
Commander.
help get
I'll
our
get the crew moving.
troops up to speed. And it's sort of affordable. Guys are coming off of fatigue, or recovering from.
Got a new financial report for you, Commander.
Alright, we took a $246,000 hit in expense. We're gonna stay there. Actually, we're gonna go generous. I'm hoping with this string of 4 or 5 kind of low difficulty systems that we can get a little bit of a snowball running and come out of it pretty well beefed.
Undocked from jump ship.
Like our little antler skill logo.
We've entered orbit.
We have now arrived in system. Looks nice and frigid.
Those upgrades you asked for are online, Commander. Looks like we've arrived, Commander.
Nice. We are now on Lothair. Let's take a look at what they got. We've got some beefed up AC-20s. We got a high damage large laser and a increased accuracy medium. They got some nice LRMs. And they have some beefed up SRM-2s, which we're running on our commando. Can you guys hear that wind blowing? Wee. a heat exchanger. Thermal exchanges at 2 tons, minus 10% weapon heat.
This is an all-ship announcement. At our next port of call, we'll be taking
Ooh,
on a new deckhand. If you're up
that's
for
kind of
it,
nice.
keep your eyes
Take
open
about
for potential candidates.
twice the tonnage, but give us a 10% buff on heat. That's not too bad at all. Do have a TTS on an accuracy on missiles. Alright, I'm just going to go back and confirm. I think our commando has an SRM-6 and an SRM-4. So that doesn't really line up with those SRM-2s. Those are 1 ton apiece. What's the SRM-4? 2 tons. 9 damage. And do we have the hard points? We have the hard points. So we could strip this SRM-4 and drop those 2 buffed SRM-2s on. And gain a little bit in the equation. So our SRM, that would just buff up that arm. I like it. I like it enough to do it.
New weapon systems available.
Like the idea that we're slightly beefier for the change. Rock a little more damage. Same amount of output. I think we're gonna take a little bit of leg armor off and we're gonna put it on our torso since that's where we got our missile ammo stored.
Logged and noted. Shouldn't be too hard.
Gonna run off those 2 days real quick.
That work order you submitted is complete.
We also should probably get another upgrade running. Things are kind of getting where they're going to be a little more expensive here. 300,000, 350, 680, 218, 260, 260, 880. Those are all beefier costs than we want to take on until we earn a little bit of cash. So let's see what our options are. It's not much of anything in terms of cash. These are mostly against Avion. Solo duel. going to go for max pay on this. Oh, we can't use our... So we can't use our Vulcan, which would have been the plan because of tonnage limits. Like we're going to go throw cactus in the fire starter against it. So we're in tundra, well, in highlands. So highlands. Let's give it a go. Alright, we are trying to basically one-on-one dueling.
Command interface initiated.
Ready to rock, Chief.
Alright, may not be bad to get into that water. We can also jump to this high ground. Let's try that. See what we
Engaging
see.
jump jet.
We got foggy conditions, 10% movement reduction, and it's night, are applying 2 difficulty to weapon accuracy and 10% movement reduction. Energy weapon hit chance have, we're hit improved, we're entrenched, and we're guarded. So if he's going to have movement problems too,
I copy.
maybe what we want to try to do is maximize
Roger
our
that.
jump jets. Said the lowly merc, what a waste of a good duel. Alright. Gonna make you eat those words. So it's a stinger. Looks like he's got 1 medium. I believe you have bought
Commander.
brought a knife to a gunfight. He's got 1 medium laser and 2 MGs. What is going on here with the camera? So he's going to have a better jump than I. Being that he's a light little mech. Ready to rock. I think we just jump in his face. And hit him.
Affirmative.
We're going to rely on the fact that we have a damage advantage. If we hit something. Which we did not.
Negative damage. Repeat. Negative damage.
He's going on top of us. Gets a little machine gun fire.
Ready for orders.
to jump to the water. I think we're going to go precision on him. Try to improve our chances. See how it
Let's
goes.
see how you like this.
We got one in the center.
Standing by.
Move and
Position
try to
confirmed.
flank on him a little bit. Stay in the water. That ups our...
Copy that.
Nice, we just take out his laser.
Target's taken a critical hit.
Not looking good, kid.
They're flanking.
Gonna try to take us out with machine guns.
Orders.
That does not sound like the best of plans.
On my way.
Gonna try to precision strike him in the rear torso.
Mech destroyed.
Easy money.
Mission successful.
$223,000. Barely a nick. We got a stinger part. Nice. So I have on my plans today to install my new graphics card in my hard loop rig, but it's going to require some new tubing, installing a vertical GPU mount. It's going to be an interesting challenge. I'm also going to install a drain port to make things a little bit easier on myself. But for now, I think I'm going to go catch a little bit of breakfast. This is kind of a short stream for the playthroughs that I do, but this is just going to hopefully be a long-term playthrough if we can survive and get rolling. I think we're in a good position to, just based on
Good to go.
Orders.
where we are, and the string of kind of low difficulty systems that we're going to roll through. And hopefully we can build up the party, get a couple stronger mechs, get some more equipment out of the Argo, and keep things on a snowball. But for now, I'm going to call it quits. Probably come back later today since it's a disaster outside, and play a little bit more. If we can get our rep up, we can bring on some decent skilled pilots in this system too, which would be a nice idea. So I think that's going to be the goal.
I'm your spaniel.
Need an MRB of 50 or higher. We are at 40. So we do a couple missions, we should get up over 50, and we should be in a position to pick up a couple new pilots, which probably means the next upgrade we should do will be a habitat pod, which is going to need 686,000. So we want to earn some cash too. We could probably get that underway and assume that we're going to do okay here. But assumptions make an ass out of you and I, as the sayings go. Yeah, there's not a ton of cash to be made here, but between the spoiler, the aggressive negotiations, the payroll seizure, which are the main targets here, we might pick up 600,000-700,000. That should be enough to pay for our new habitat pods and get us out of the system with new pilots. That's going to be the goal of the next episode, though. So, thanks for watching. If you're watching now, or if you're watching later on the channel, thanks for watching it then. Always appreciate the comments that folks leave and the likes and subscriptions that you might drop as well. It's always just interesting to know that the content is interesting and that you guys are enjoying it to the degree that you do. So with that said, thanks much. I shall see you the next time, and probably a little bit later today we'll do another